And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Boston.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. You have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Jared Allen is out there with Horford. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Dick in at the small forward position. That's the Boston Five. Celtics making a switch here. Monk's checked in. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Bucks. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul. Monk against Beal. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the field.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
And he knocks down the first one.
Jared Allen knows who he is, guys. Rim runner, rim protector, and excellent rebounder.
And he can't hit the second. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Beal gets a wide-open look. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Celtics leading by 7. Horford the pass to Allen. Shoots over Jackson Davis. Stolen by Washington. Fast break, Milwaukee.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
If you see yourself on the screen,
teams will make substitutions. So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said. Here's Rollins. Still scoreless. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Washington.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
That's a 2 from Butler. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And that's 13 points for Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler attacking at will, and the buckets just keep coming.
Mathurin, good.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And Doncic, here we go. Shakes him. Rollins grabs the board.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And stolen by Butler. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Over Mathurin. Luka hustles and gets it to the rim.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
Doncic with the steal. Here's Abaji. Defended by Mathurin. Horford's shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Dick's checked in for Butler. Ace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Bucks. Damian Lillard comes in for Rollins. Here's Lillard. He has 5. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Washington. Now Zubats. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
.130 left to play in the first half. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, You should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Horford kicks to Doncic. Pass to Allen. There's 25 seconds left here in the second. Beal pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Doncic outside, driving inside. Just 3 on the clock. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome, everybody. The first half is in the books, and guys, how about Jimmy Butler? Man alive.
Jimmy Butler is different, guys. Not trying to be friends with everyone. He plays with a chip on his shoulder, and he will outwork you.
Yeah, he is a culture setter. Thrives in the right moment. And moving on to some awards, these are the 2 players of the week in their respective conferences. For the Western Conference, Trae Young.
Young's offensive output has been off the chart. He's always a high usage guy, but lately, almost every play seems to run through him, moving the ball with exceptional skill and having no trouble finding shots for himself or his teammates.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half